Last. Now everybody go to breakfast.
Subby boy.
Good evening, BossMates. Welcome to tonight's live. How's everyone doing tonight?
Yes. Welcome. We are live tonight, ladies and gentlemen. What is going on,
BossMates.
We're live with you guys. What's up? What's going on? It's a beautiful Friday night, y'all.
It is a beautiful Friday night.
Yes, it is.
Yes, I mean, we want to welcome everyone that is tuning into tonight's live. We are live on so many platforms.
We are.
We're live on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can be the first to know of our future videos and future lives. You'll be able to also catch our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, iHeartRadio. We are also live on Klasik Radio currently as we speak.
We are.
Shout out to the whole Klasik Radio team and staff.
Again, welcome on this beautiful Friday night, y'all. Once again, BossMates. We are live with you guys tonight again. You know, BossMates Conversation. Again, welcome everyone that's tuned in with us. Everyone is live on the Instagram right now. You know, everyone is live on the Facebook. Everyone is live on YouTube. BossMates again, and also shout out to Klasik Radio. Again, we are live with you guys on this beautiful Friday night, y'all. I hope everyone is having a beautiful, magnificent day. What is going on? You know, again, BossMates Conversation. Boo, you know, I gotta ask you every time we go live, how was your week? How are you doing? You're looking real beautiful tonight in this pink. You're looking real sexual.
Look at you.
But how are you doing, Boo? How was your week?
I'm doing pretty good. My week was pretty good. I can't complain. Very productive.
Right.
Ending it off productive. So looking forward to a productive weekend, interesting weekend, fun, relaxing weekend. I can't complain, actually. So how was your week?
Oh, you gonna ask me how my week was?
Yeah.
My week was magnificent.
As it should be.
It was magnificent. You know, got a lot of work done.
Good.
You know, it's beautiful. Every day I wake up to see another day. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
You're very grateful. You should be.
I'm very grateful.
That's really good. You should be.
But again, you guys, welcome on this beautiful, magnificent Friday night, y'all.
Yes, welcome.
We are live with you guys each and every Monday, each and every Friday night again.
Live at 9 p.m. sharp.
9 p.m. sharp. You know, BossMates Conversations. Don't forget the podcast. Excuse me. Don't forget the podcast, y'all. You know, the iHeartRadio, Anchor, Spotify, and also
Apple Podcasts.
You know, we are live on those 4 platforms. You know, check our podcasts. You know, but tonight is BossMates Conversation.
Yes, it is.
You know, BossMates Conversation, again, ladies and gentlemen, we talk about everything.
We talk about the real. We talk about things that people can relate to.
We talk about the truth.
Yes, we do.
You know, again, you know, BossMates Conversation, again, you know, tonight's a conversation. You know, this is a topic, you know, it's going to touch everyone. Mm-hmm. And I know everyone can relate to, because a lot of people are going through this. You know, again, on this podcast, y'all, and also live, we talk about, you know, like my wife said, we talk about the real. We talk about everything that's going on in the real world. You know, we don't hide behind the truth. You know, we tackle the truth head on. You get what I'm saying? Again, you know, tonight's conversation, we are talking about, should we learn to accept the generational curses?
That's what we're talking about tonight.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, should we learn to accept generational curses? You know, my wife is going to explain, you know, what's the meaning of this topic, why are we talking about it. Go ahead, boo.
I mean, we're talking about this because, of course, we go through it ourselves. It's not like, you know, when we come on live and we share these topics and, you know, we discuss them, it doesn't mean that we can't relate to them.
Right.
Or, you know, we're not currently or actively going through these situations. This is stuff that we share. This is real life situations. So again, as my husband said, tonight's topic is, should we learn to accept the generational curses? What that means is, you know, do we break the cycle that is actually that's continuously repetitive, or do we just accept it and just say, you know what, it don't exist, and we just move on from it? Traits that have been passed down generations upon generations upon generations. Bad habits that has been passed down generations upon generations. Like, do we break this, or do we you know, continue it?
You know what? You know, talking about this, you know, a lot of people don't know what generational curse means. Okay. You get what I'm saying? Again, you know, should we learn to accept generational curses? You know, again, a lot of people can relate to this. You know, a lot of people may not understand. A lot of people may not understand what we're talking about. You know, when we say should we learn to accept generational curses? But again, you know, the generational curses, meaning, help me identify what I'm talking about, bro.
So generational curses is basically okay, starting from you as a person, ways that you may treat your kids, or, you know, people that are around you
that are passed on,
goes from, if you want to go back in time, it would be from starting from your parents, and then your parents, you know, situations are starting from, you know, your grandparents, and it keeps going on generations upon generations. Yeah. Instead of someone just saying, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and put an end to this cycle. I want to do things differently. I want to raise my children differently. That's basically what it is, a repetitive cycle. So basically breaking that repetitive cycle that's been passed on from generation upon generations. Basically, are you the one that's going to break that curse? Correct. So again, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we are live, BossMates Conversation. We have a very interesting show for you guys. Again, also, you guys, don't forget to shop our merch. Yes. We got the merch in stores right now, ladies and gentlemen. You know, don't forget to get the merch for your family, for your friends, for your loved ones, for your significant other. BossMates. BossMates. Listen, our merch, the website is bossmates.creator-spring.com. Listen, it is right there on your screen. Let me go ahead and say it again for you. It is bossmates.creator-spring.com. Whether if it's a t-shirt, hoodie, a hat, anything. You know, and listen, and we're adding more to the store. Yes. So listen, it is available, you know, support. You know, we do this for the community, so, you know, we have to go ahead and actually support one another within this community. So again, we are live, BossMates. I'm feeling real good tonight. You know, I'm happy. You know,
again, this conversation we're going to have tonight, and I know a lot of people going through it. I'm going through it.
Correct. I am too.
My wife is going through it. I know you right now is going through it, generational curses. Are you the one in your family that's going to break the generational curse?
Correct.
It's a repetitive cycle. It's been passed on from your great-great-grandmother, your parents, from your great-grandparents to your parents, and also to you and your siblings. So, who's going to be the one in the family to break this cycle again of generational curses? That's what we're talking about tonight again, ladies and gentlemen. Should we learn to accept the generational curses that's going on within our families, especially within our communities, especially, the Haitian community.
Lord.
The Jamaican community, the Bahamian community, the African community. I know we're all the same, but I'm just breaking this down, so everybody don't know what, I don't want to speak on some stuff and everybody be like, what is this guy talking about? But, again, are you the one that's going to break the generational curse in your family? Again, we're talking about it tonight. Should we learn to accept the generational curses? Again, shout out to Klasik Radio. Everyone is live on Klasik Radio and is tuned in with us right now. Hey, shout out to TCE, the whole staff, Klasik Radio, Zeno.fm. You can check us out live every Friday night, 9 p.m. on Zeno.fm. Klasik Radio, you guys.
Yes.
BossMates.
BossMates. Listen.
BossMates. BossMates. I'm feeling good.
You feeling real good.
BossMates.
I think you feeling good because you got that cookie out the cookie jar.
but I'm ready to talk about this.
Yeah, I am too.
I'm ready to talk about this.
I mean, it may get a little personal tonight, but I think it's okay. I mean, we're all adults. We can go ahead and actually, discuss this topic. Going more into depth about it. When you think about you as a child, and then you think about, of course, your parents. A lot of us, we go through things and we face a lot of obstacles in life because of, the reactions from our parents. Generational curses. Yes.
A lot of things that we're going through right now are generational curses.
Yes.
Especially, talking about, in the sense of, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but
it's okay, go ahead.
Especially talking about, the way our parents raised us, and we tend, when our parents raised us, and you realize, a lot of our parents are effed up. I'm gonna say it. A lot of our parents are effed up. It's not their fault. I'm not blaming anyone. But a lot of our parents are effed up. Then when you realize, when you have your family, you have your kids, you tend to raise your kids the same way your parents raised you.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If your parents raised you in that 1-bedroom apartment with about 3 kids or whatever the amount of kids, and when you have your own family, you tend to do the same thing.
Not even realizing it.
Not even realizing, not even understanding it's a generational curse.
Correct.
You're mistreating your kids because your parents mistreated you.
Yep.
Generational curses.
That's exactly what we mean.
Yes.
And, it is true. I mean, I can attest to this, of course. I mean, no household is perfect.
No household is perfect.
Listen, everybody goes through situations in life. I can attest to this. I'll be honest. I mean, there's no really reason to
talk to the people
to sugarcoat it. But
talk to them.
I'll even share with me. When my mother passed away, with my dad, it was a bit. It was hard. It was very hard with him because fathers in some cases, older generation fathers, they don't tend to understand what.
Speaking on Haitian parents, a lot of the Haitian fathers are messed the F up.
Yeah.
They're messed up. I'm not, again, I'm no better than anyone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not making myself to look better than, like I'm better than anyone. But at the same time, when you realize most of the fathers, especially coming from the Haitian background that we come from, the Haitian fathers are messed up.
Mm-hmm.
But go ahead, finish what you were saying.
It was pretty rough. I mean, with my father, it's like for him to basically understand certain things. It's like, for them, they feel like you're making excuses. They don't understand what is going on. They, it's just like you can never win.
You can never win.
You can go ahead and actually explain to them how you feel. You'll say that, so Simone, you gotta accept whatever they got going on, or they're your parent. They could tell you whatever they want to tell you. They don't care how it hurts you or what have you, and you're just supposed to accept it.
We're not on this show right now to blame anyone, to blame any parents. We're all messed up. We're all damaged individuals. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, I always tell you this. Most of the time, you can't even blame the fathers. They're raising you from what they know. Mm-hmm. How their father raised them. Mm-hmm. From how their great
grandmother,
parents, raised them. So they don't know a lot of stuff. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't, it don't excuse it, and it also, it don't make it right. But at the same time, a lot of the parents, you can't blame them. But I think the most messed up part with it is they not realizing, they're hurting you.
Exactly. That's my point.
They don't realize that they're hurting their kids. You get what I'm saying? It's all about, they're not looking at in the best interest of the child. It's all about them.
Yeah, they're looking at it in their favor.
In their favor, what benefits them, and they're not even realizing, the certain things you do as a parent. Certain things you say as a parent, you're hurting your kid. You're hurting your child.
That thing will haunt that kid off for life.
It will damage your kids. But again, we're talking about tonight, you guys, ladies and gentlemen, August 12th, Friday night, y'all. Should we learn to accept generational curses? Talking, you done saying what you were saying?
Yeah, about
coming to me. I don't want to put it out, but
it's hard to kind of say things by holding back and try to keep it personal.
I don't want to hold it, I don't want to hold it back, but it's certain things you don't want to say, but at the same time, coming from where I'm coming from, from my parents, I love my parents. The relationship, it's rocky. My father passed away a couple of years ago. The relationship, and I was very close with my father, but the relationship was very rocky between us. And after my father died, the same traits happened with my mother. You get what I'm saying? So, again, I don't want to say too much stuff, but, I'm going to say what I got to say, but.
The thing is, you feel like, okay, because you've experienced certain situations, they would know better.
They would know better.
To keep you away from that and not put you through that same hurt again.
As correct on what you said, you could be 60 years old.
Correct.
Your parents, whatever your parents say, whatever your parents do, it's still going to affect you because they're your parents.
Correct.
You're always going to love your parents. You're always going to look up to your parents. You're going to want that love, the support, from your parents. You get what I'm saying? But,
Haitian parents just don't apologize. So it's like you got to live with it. You got to be bothered with the hurt. Seriously.
We again, family, we all are damaged, hurt kids.
Yes.
And, the relationship with me and my mother right now, it's not something that I love. I'm going to tell you guys, it's not something that I, love, but I don't want to go into it. I'm not going to talk about it.
We got to keep it real as much as possible.
I'm just saying, parents do a lot of things to their kids. They don't realize that hurt their kids in so many different ways. You get what I'm saying? And you as that, that child, you're looking for your parent to, come to you, to talk to you, to mend things, to fix things. And they act like it don't even matter to them.
Yeah, they want to hold the grudge.
They want to hold the grudge,
Make it seem like you're the bad person.
They feel like because you grew some balls and you're going to stand up to them, they feel like, oh, you're disrespectful. Mm-hmm. Just because you're standing up for yourself.
Because they don't want to face the truth.
They don't want to face the truth. You standing up for yourself, they're going to say you're very disrespectful. They're going to call around talking about you to anyone.
Instead of protecting you.
Tonight conversation, it's going to get real deep, ladies and gentlemen.
It is deep.
It's going to get real deep tonight again. Should we learn to accept the generational curses?
That's crazy.
BossMates.
BossMates. Listen, welcome to everyone that is tuning in. Of course, we will always say you can find all of our platforms on our linktr.ee/BossMates. Listen, it's not a joke. Go ahead and look up on your screen. linktr.ee/BossMates.
Yes.
You'll be able to go ahead and actually find all of our platforms, our Facebook, YouTube, Instagrams, our podcast platforms, the link to our merch,
all our social media platforms,
all of them on PayPal. Listen, everything is a one-time, finger at the click of a button. But what we do want to go ahead and let you guys know, for everyone that is tuning in tonight, do not miss this Monday night show at 9 p.m.
This Monday night, y'all.
Listen, we have a special guest.
Yes, we do.
On live with us this Monday night. His name is Stan. He's going to be on here discussing and letting us know about Bitcoin, crypto, tax, letting you know how to make passive income.
Right.
This is going to be very beneficial to everyone on how to build wealth, how to make better decisions, especially with everything going on in the economy right now.
Especially breaking generational curses. Stan is going to be here talking about it. You want to build wealth for your family.
Yes.
A lot of us were brought up, in Mizeh. Again, it's not our parents' fault. They do what they do for us, but at the same time, you want to build a generational wealth for your family. This Monday night, y'all, Stan will be here live with us, talking about, building generational wealth for you and your family.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, it's all about, should we learn to accept the generational curses within our families right now?
Yeah, that is tonight's topic. That's what we're discussing.
That's what we're discussing tonight.
I mean, it's the pattern is so repetitive. It's crazy. It's
ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. I mean, you see, going back to what you were saying, we should want to build for our kids.
We should.
And I know that our parents have done, not our parents, like parents in general, island parents. They do everything they can to go ahead and actually provide for you, send you off to school, do whatever it is that's needed for you. But, I mean, when you really look back at it, they really was giving us the bare minimum. I'm sorry, I'm going to put it out there. Haitian parents be giving us the bare minimum.
The bare minimum, yo.
Like, they feel like, I'm back in Kopusa, Listen, I didn't ask to be brought into this world. It's your job.
If you were raised and your parents were giving you bare minimum, drop a comment, let us know.
Let us know.
If your parents was giving you the bare minimum, go ahead.
We all in this together. Listen.
We all in it together.
Listen, they were giving us the bare minimum. But guess what? Right. Even though they're giving us the bare minimum, they feel like they're doing us a whole lot of a favor because they brought us into this world. And because they did the little bit that they, chose to do. But then when you're older, they expect the world. They expect that you're supposed to be paying all of their bills. You're supposed to be having them on the highest pedestal and everything. I mean, really? Really? They do so many messed up things to us as children. But turn around and say that, when they get older, us as the kids are supposed to take care of them, but they never apologize for all the negative things they've done to us. Now, with
all the damage that they've done to you over the years.
Correct. And guess what? Us as new generation, well, there is the newer generation, but us as a newer generation, we end up passing it down to our kids because this is all we know. So how they were treating us, we're treating our kids this way.
So basically, we are talking about tonight, should we learn to break, should we learn to accept the generational curses? Basically what it means, breaking the cycle of the repetitive effed up things your parents done to you.
And the patterns, yes.
It's a cycle.
It is.
From generation to generation to generation, it's the same cycle. You get what I'm saying? So that's what we're talking about tonight. Drop a comment, let us know. But, it's so messed up. As parents, the effed up things that they do to us, the effed up things that they say to their kids, not realizing you're damaging, you're breaking your kids. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. BossMates, again.
BossMates.
We live tonight, y'all.
We are live tonight.
And it's going to get real deep, very personal. It's going to get very personal, because it's a very personal discussion we're talking about.
Yes.
Again, welcome to everyone that's live with us right now, everyone that'll be watching the live after, everyone that'll be listening to the podcast, Apple Podcasts, Anchor, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Tonight, should we learn to accept the generational curses? BossMates.
BossMates. Listen, this question, I would say, you know what? I don't agree with accepting the generational curse.
I don't agree either.
I believe that if I know that I've been through so much hurt and so much damage in my past, or I was given the bare minimum, which from one side I wasn't, but from both sides I kind of wasn't because I demanded it. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day.
She demanded it.
I demanded it. I'm sorry because I feel like I wasn't asked to be brought here. So the fact that you brought me into the world as my parent, your job is to look after me and provide me with anything that I would want to.
It's the parent's job.
It is.
It's the parents' job. They brought you in this world, so they're supposed to provide for you. But it's a lot of kids right now in this world. Their parents, not even providing for them.
They're not even providing the little bit of support. Not even the little bit of support these parents are not providing.
It's crazy.
But they want the whole world from you. Like they feel like, oh, they did their job. They just feel like they did their job. Like, I mean, okay, yeah, you brought me into the world, whatever. But at the same time, too, where's the consistency? Where's the consistency? We have a lot of families or a lot of people, a lot of friends, whoever, that are treating their kids the same way that they were treated.
Generational curses.
I mean, these kids are actually crying out for help because their parents don't know how to be a mother. Their parents don't know how to be a father. And what do you think when those kids get up to a certain age, if they don't go ahead and actually take the time to step back and say, you know what, how I was treated, I'm not going to treat my kids this way. What do you think is going to happen? It's going to be a continuous cycle. We don't need none of that effed up stuff in the world. I'm sorry, we don't.
And as you can see right now in the world, it's a lot of effed up parents.
It is a lot of effed up parents.
It's a lot of effed up parents.
Yes, there is. A lot of kids that you see going to public school, private school, whatever, they all going through a lot of stuff.
They all broken and damaged.
All broken and damaged.
99.9% of the school, everyone is damaged and broken.
Yep, and the system just continue to fail these children.
BossMates.
BossMates.
Again, this Monday night, y'all, it's going to be real serious. We got a special guest, Stan, to be live with us, talking about providing generational wealth.
Yes.
Not generational curses. It's about generational wealth for your family.
Yes, how to make passive income. That is
passive income.
That is what special guest Stan will be discussing. Don't forget to tune in Monday, August 15th.
9 p.m.
9 p.m. That is this Monday. Go ahead and set it in your calendars because it's going to be a very interesting and informational show.
It will.
So, going back to what we're discussing tonight, should we learn to accept the generational curse? We shouldn't. We should stand against it. We should go ahead and evaluate ourselves as human beings and to go ahead and actually make the decision to not let our kids go through that situation.
Drop a comment. Let us know again what you guys think. Should you accept the generational curses? The way your parents, mistreated you. Where does it stop? Should you accept it, or are you going to continue to treat your kids the same way your parents would treat you, with the same generational curses? You get what I'm saying? But me and my wife, I'm gonna talk about me and my wife right now. When we have our kids, we don't have any kids yet, but when we do have kids, we're gonna build generational wealth for our kids. And the same generational curses that we went through with my mother, with my father, with her father, we're not gonna bring the same energy we experienced from our parents with our kids.
Not at all.
You understand what I'm saying? It's about, supporting your kids. It's about loving your kids. It's
at
about,
all times.
It's not about putting your kids down.
Yeah.
A lot of these parents, even, parents of today, the millennial parents, they put their kids down. If you a parent, you putting your kids down, what does it say about yourself? You get what I'm saying? Again, we're not here to act like we're any better than anyone. You know, I know a lot of us are messed up. You know, we're damaged. You know, but you know, it has to stop somewhere. You know, the cycle has to stop somewhere. That repetitive cycle of just that bad generational curse. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
BossMates.
BossMates. Listen, it's a very touchy subject. I mean, you know, we don't want to give too much, but you know,
that's
generally,
the thing. I don't want to give too much.
But I mean, we got to be real.
You know, I feel like if I go in too deep, you know, it'll probably make me emotional. And I don't want to get emotional right now with you guys.
Oh, you've been getting emotional lately.
I don't want to get emotional with the BossMates, boo.
Nah, you ain't got to get
emotional. I can't.
Listen, you know, any situation people go in life, it's supposed to make you stronger.
It's supposed to make you stronger.
You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, no, I'm not. I can talk about it without not being emotional, but I might be breaking a couple of people's hearts. You know, you don't know who's going to be tuned in.
So, again, the breaking the cycle, you know, this repetitive cycle, you know, from our great grandparents to our great grandparents, great grandparents to our parents, you know, where does it stop? You know, should we learn to accept the generational curses? Again, ladies and gentlemen, that's what we're talking about tonight. You know, BossMates discussion. I mean, let us know.
Comment down below your thoughts on this particular topic. I mean, you know, it's just crazy, like the friction that you know that is between you know, parents. Like they don't understand it. They don't get it. They go around talking to people saying that you're the problem. You know, they don't find any way, time, shape, or form to address the situation with you, to, you know, talk about it, to move on. I mean, even though island parents don't know what it is to properly communicate, but at the same time too, why not make an effort? Why not make an effort? Why not want it to be better? Why want to have friction, grudges, and all these, you know, unnecessary things, you know, between you and your child? I mean, even if, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'll be honest, I cut my dad off a couple of times over the years of my life. I have.
You did what?
Yes, I've cut him off.
Cut it. But, you know, explain to us why you felt like you had to cut him out of your life.
I had to cut him out.
And also, like, you know, after you cut him off, was it better? I mean, was it worse? Like, you know, how did you feel?
I mean, with my father, I cut him off for multiple reasons. You know, the thing is with him, he never understands. He doesn't take the time to listen. You know, it's always a matter of, you know, you're the child, I brought you here. And, okay, I get that. Yeah. I get that, but at the same time too, I mean, do you realize and understand, okay, you know, okay, if my mom passed away, the way I would need you to be upfront and personal with me, you're not, you know, be more hands-on with, you're not.
Right.
But at the same time, you mad at my attitude, you mad at, you know, for all of the wrong reasons. Instead of saying, you know what, I understand where you're coming from. I'm sorry that I didn't go ahead and actually look at it from that aspect. Right. I will do better. Instead, oh my God, they go around talking and calling everybody, making it seem like, oh, you cussed them out, you did this, you did that,
and you didn't even curse them out.
No, it's the negative energy. It's annoying. It's like a repetitive cycle.
You go ahead.
Like I can't call my dad and say hi for him not to have a slick remark.
You can't even talk to him.
It's difficult. It's like, you know, he's always on 10. Like I don't even know how possible that could be. He is always on 10.
They just angry for no reason.
For no reason. He always has a slick remark. You know, even if you try to go, like, it's like, okay, for example, if I got stuff to do throughout the day and I'll stop by his house, you know, like around 7, 8. Oh, toujours dans la rue. Elle est soit au marché. Like, what does it have to do with anything? Like, hi, daughter, how you doing? Thank you for taking time out of your busy day to come and see me. Thank you for taking time out of your busy day to make food for me. You know, like nothing. Then another thing I had, like, it was a major problem. You know, you would, you know, go out of your way to do nice things. And you can't even get you'll get a thank you that one day. Next morning, it's like you turn over a whole new leaf. Oh, come on, qui s'en fait pour moi là? Ou j'aime faire pour moi? You could have taken him out the day before.
Ou pas j'aime faire rien pour elle.
For real, like come on, like how do you expect somebody's gonna feel with that?
You know, most effed up parents, you know, they feel like, you know, because they're the parents, you know, they supposed to just beat you, and you're not supposed to say anything. You know, you're just supposed to sit there and just accept the beatings. You know, and you're damn near 30 years old. You're 40 years old. And they just want you to just sit there and take the beatings. You get what I'm saying? Like,
because they feel like they're your parents.
They're your parents. You know, you know what I'm going to say it in English. You're the child. I can do whatever I want to you. And in life, in reality, life don't work that way.
It doesn't work that way.
You know, you can't continue to poke me. You know, poke me, and I don't say anything.
Don't expect a reaction.
BossMates, ladies and gentlemen.
BossMates.
Listen, this is a real serious conversation that we're having. You know, should we learn to accept generational curse?
We should not. We should stand up and we should go ahead and let it be known how we feel.
You should stand up.
Whether if it's accepted or not. If it's not accepted, then guess what? I mean, sometimes you got to teach them a lesson. If you got to cut them off, you got to cut them off.
I mean, you know, at the end of the day, you know, like my wife said, you guys, it's life. You know, sometimes you have to cut someone off. If someone's not treating you right, you know, if someone's not treating you right, time after time after time again, you continue to give them chances. You know, they feel like, oh, because I'm your parent, you're the child, you know, I can do whatever I want to you. You know, sometimes you just got to cut them off. You know?
Because you get tired of giving off all that energy for no reason. Right. All day, every day.
It's not saying you don't love them, but I can't continue to take your battering. You know, you can't continue to poke me again, like I said, and I'm just going to continue to take it.
That's true.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Should we learn to accept generational curses? You know, me and my wife had this conversation. We were talking about it earlier today. We said to ourselves, you know what? That should be the topic of tonight. Should we learn to accept generational curses?
And we should not.
You know, because again, a lot of these parents are messed up in so many ways. You know, they do so many hurtful things to their kids. They will never say sorry.
Jesus.
They will never say sorry. And you know, sometimes, as you know, all you want to hear is, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you want some type of understanding, some peace.
You get what I'm saying? You want your parents to come to you, you know, I apologize. Mm-hmm. I was wrong. Mm-hmm. And by them saying that to you, everything would just, you know, everything would just clear and we could work things out. But if you're acting like you didn't do anything to me, you hurt me, you constantly hurt me, you do these type of things to me, and you act like you ain't doing nothing to me, it's gonna make me just...
Everything is gonna build up.
It's gonna build up. Like I can't even talk to you.
And then you're gonna end up exploding. And then when
so much frustration.
Correct. A lot of parents don't care though.
They don't.
That's why a lot of kids now are going through what they're going through, because a lot of these parents don't take the time to listen and they don't care. They feel like, oh, I'm your mom. Oh, I'm your dad. So it's like you can't really express yourself. You have to hold back. Because
it's so much frustration within you.
Right.
When you get that chance to talk to them, you can't even talk to them because it's so much built up. You can't even have a regular conversation with them.
That's sad. That's very sad.
It's not sad. It's effed up.
It's part of the same thing.
I mean, real talk. It's effed up. You know. So again, a lot of us, you know, we've been so damaged from what our parents did to us that we're taking it out on. We're taking the same, you know, situation. You know, we've been through our parents, and we're taking it out on our kids.
Yeah. We are.
Then we realizing why these kids doing all these messed up things, why these kids are, you know, committing suicides, you know, why these kids are walking in schools, shooting schools up. You know, whether you're white, black, or whatever the situation is, I know a lot of people be like, you know, or black kids don't go in schools, you know, and shoot it up. But, you know, that white child is going through something just like, you know, you're going through something. They just deal with it on a different level. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? You might go... pop some pills, start drinking early. They might just go shoot up a school. everyone deals with things in, differently.
Yeah, it doesn't excuse the fact.
It don't excuse it. I'm not saying,
things go through your head.
It.
Yeah.
Someone walking into school to go shoot it up, but they're damaged.
Correct.
They're going through the same generational curse that you're going through. BossMates.
I mean, it is true. I mean, we can attest from this. I mean, of course, apart from our personal experiences,
right?
Like, I actually know someone who
shot up a school.
No, hell no. Oh, you know somebody like that? Oh, so you change your number, your address.
I was gonna say,
listen, you run, okay? Ooh, cool.
Don't tell me you cool with someone who done shot up a school now, boo.
You crazy? You can't even drive in a car with somebody like that. No, I was gonna say that I know someone who actually doesn't really understand that they have, accepted the generational curse for themselves and they pass it down to their kids.
Right.
This person, when they were younger, within a certain age bracket, like very young, they decided to go ahead and actually run away, have to fend for themselves, have to go ahead and be out in the world as a teen, young teen. Yeah. And they're actually doing the same traits to their own children. Like how? The idea would be to want to do better or provide the world for your kids so your kids don't go through these things.
The same issue that the person went through.
Correct. Same repetitive thing.
I was telling you this earlier too, but not a lot of us can realize, we're damaged.
That is true.
Realizing you want to treat your kids, breaking that cycle and do different things, you have to realize you're damaged. A lot of us know we're damaged, but come to a realization, to truth, we're damaged and I want to fix it. That's something a lot of us can't do.
Yeah, a lot of people never got healing from.
They never got that healing that they need to go through.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But go ahead.
So this is when this happens, like when you have multiple children and all of your children go through the same repetitive cycle, and
it's an issue.
It's an issue. And you when you think that when you get up to an age where you can't do for yourself, that these kids are gonna come back and say, "Hey, mom, hey, dad, I'm gonna go ahead and not put you in a nursing home and do whatever it is that's needed for you." How? What did you do? Did you ever apologize to these kids for making them as broken as they are? Did you apologize for making these kids damaged? Right. But no, with a lot of parents, they feel like because they are your mom or they are your dad, they are obligated or they have the right to treat you the way that they treat you, and you're supposed to accept it. You're supposed to just shut your mouth and not say anything and just accept it for whatever it is. That's wrong. That's absolutely wrong on all levels. If you know you have a child and you do that child wrong, or you go ahead and actually mistreat this child, it is your duty as a parent to apologize when it's needed to, when you need to apologize.
Right.
No ifs, ands, or buts.
This is true. To begin the healing process, to mend things with your kids, you have to come to your kids and speak about the hurt and damage that you did to them.
Correct.
It's a lot of parents right now that's in nursing homes.
Lonely as hell.
Let's talk about this.
Lonely as hell.
It's a lot of parents right now, in nursing homes, and they have no one to come see them. No one to come take care of them, because when that was in their prime times, when they had their kids, that was mistreating their kids. So can you blame your kids for not coming back to want to come take care of you? Could you really blame your kids?
No, not at all.
I mean, if you guys agree with me, you don't agree with me, drop a comment, let us know. But I really don't think your parents can do so much damage and hurt to you. They get to that age and they feel like, you're supposed to take care of them after they done hurt you, damaged you, and they want you to take care of them. How can you?
It's gonna be hurtful. That would be a hurtful situation.
It's not possible. Don't get me wrong. There's some people out there they can whoosah
and just ignore the fact and move on,
and take care of their parents. But
it could be a difficult situation.
I don't think I can.
It will be a difficult situation.
It's gonna be very difficult because again, you done hurt me so much. You done damaged me so much. For me to just and you not. If you come to talk to me, apologizing for what you did, we can fix things. But if you never, came to me, talked to me, apologize, I don't honestly think I can. I don't think I can.
Island parents don't really go through the process of, apologizing or even saying, you know what, I was wrong. I'm going to go ahead and accept my fault. How can we move forward?
I don't think it's just island parents. I think it's just a lot of parents.
A lot of parents in general. Yeah, it's true. But I just, specified that in reference to what the situations we've personally been going through. That's why I said island parents. But overall, parents in general. Parents can be so messed up and they don't even understand or they don't even see that they're messed up. They just feel like they have the upper hand. Like society just shows them like, okay, you can do that. You have a pass to do what you can do because you brought that kid into the world.
Right.
It's not right.
BossMates. Again, you guys, listen. Despite all that hurt and damage you done been through, I'm selling merch.
Yeah, we selling merch.
I'm trying to build wealth for my family. You understand what I'm saying? Don't forget to shop the merch, y'all. BossMates. Creator-spring.com. Don't forget this Monday, y'all. Don't forget Monday, y'all. We will have Stan. He'll be here live with us, talking to us about how to build financial wealth, for our family, talking about tax, crypto, Bitcoin. It's a lot of people out here, into Bitcoin and crypto. We got a lot of questions for Stan.
We do. We're going to be talking about how to make passive income. This is something really big. How to make passive income.
So this Monday night, y'all, 9 p.m. Don't forget to lock us in. And also, again, shout out to Klasik Radio. Everyone is live on Klasik Radio right now. Don't forget, y'all, Zeno.fm. If you want to listen to us live on Klasik Radio. And don't forget to check our podcast, Apple Podcasts, Anchor, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Listen, BossMates. We moving. You get what I'm saying? We moving.
We building that generational wealth.
And to ask us, should we learn to accept generational curses? I say, hell no.
Hell no. We won't go.
Hell no. No, seriously. Again, I know I'm here, on this earth to live a beautiful life.
We all are.
Mm-hmm. It's all about your worth, what you know about your worth.
Oh, we're not even gonna get into parents hating when you're building something in life they never expected.
We're gonna talk about that. Parents hating on their kids because they're moving on a different growing path.
Yes.
A lot of our parents feel like, just because we're moving on a different path, we're growing in life, we're elevating in life, they're hating on you. It's a sad situation that your own mother, your own father is hating on your success.
They feel like you should be taking care of them.
But how? It was your job to take care of me when I was a kid. When I got older, you just threw me out to the wolves like F me.
A lot of parents feel like because they provide you shelter, like they give
it's
you the
their
world.
Job.
No, they feel like it's the world.
But again, I'm saying it. It's their job to take care of you. It's their job to put food in your mouth. Clothes on your back. It's their job to do it. They brought you in this world. You didn't bring yourself in this world.
Yeah, they shouldn't mold to raise you. Correct.
You understand what I'm saying? And the same thing when you get older. I'm not saying your parents are supposed to take care of you when you get older, but your parents are there supposed to support you. They're supposed to love you. They're supposed to do everything they can for you till they leave this earth.
They're supposed to stick beside you 1,000%.
You get what I'm saying? So it's very crazy. Again, when you're elevating in life. And you realize your parents are hating on you.
BossMates. That's a word.
Should we learn to accept the generational curses, ladies and gentlemen? That's what we're talking about tonight. Again, I hope everyone is having a beautiful night. Beautiful Friday night, y'all. It is Friday. Just got paid. Friday night.
Yep.
Parties jumping.
Yep.
And you feeling right.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? And also, man, again, don't forget to check our link tree, you guys. Go ahead. Let them know the link tree link, boo. And also, if you live on our social media, you know, the link is also there, so you just click on, you know, on our Teesprings, Linktree. Go ahead,
and it'll take you everywhere. It'll take you straight there. Go ahead and actually check us out on Linktree, which is linktr.ee/BossMates. You'll be able to find all of our social media platforms, all of our podcast platforms, everything right there in front at your fingertips.
Yes.
We're building a community. Join the community. Connect with us. We want to connect with you guys. So, you know, just make sure. Don't forget Linktree/BossMates.
So again, breaking a cycle, the repetitive cycle that's been, you know, repetitive
and
from
passed
generation
down.
to generation to generation to generation. You know, are you going to break that cycle? But you know, in order to break that cycle, again, you have to come to a realization. I'm gonna say it. I'm fucked up. If you live in this life, you know everything is fine. You have no issues. Knowing you have issues, you'll never get over the situation that you need to get through, because you're acting like it don't exist when it really do exist. You're living that fake life. So again, are you the one that's going to break the cycle of the repetitive generation from generation, you know, curse? You know, that's been passed on from our great grandparents to mother to father. That's what we're talking about.
We in bad shape,
BossMates.
BossMates, we in bad shape.
We are in bad shape.
We are in horrible shape. I mean, you know, it's wrong. It really is wrong. I mean, I don't even know what else to say about it. It's just wrong all around. I mean, parents, you know, whatever parents that are listening, we got to do better. We have to do better. The idea is, like, you know, for us, when we have our kids, we don't put our kids through the, you know, what we went through. There's parents out here, you know, if when they were being brought up or raised, their parents bought them limited amount of clothes. They're doing that to their kids now. It doesn't make sense. Come on, we have to do better. I mean, just because they bought you one pair of shoes for the whole year doesn't mean that you're supposed to do that for your kids.
For your kids, it don't.
But these parents out here, guess what they doing? They buying $500, $600, $700, $800 wigs and, you know, Louis Vuitton bags, Gucci bags.
But getting a kid one pair of shoes for the whole year.
And the kids walking around here looking like they're part of the Feed the Children commercial. Come on. We have to do better. You can't do that. And the thing about it is they don't know they're doing this.
That's what I'm saying.
It is in their mind like, oh, they're doing what's supposed to be done, but they don't realize that how they're treating these kids.
They don't.
Now, when these kids get older and they come and tell you about yourself, how you gonna feel? All those years that's been lost, all that hurt and damage that kid is bringing into a relationship with a spouse.
You know what they're gonna say?
What?
You're disrespecting me.
Yeah. What I mean, let's identify.
That's what I'm gonna say. You're disrespecting me.
Let's identify what disrespectful means. Come on, look it up. You want to know what they consider disrespect? Disrespect is considered to them what doesn't go their way.
Yeah.
What doesn't abide by their rules.
Right.
Oh, you don't obey me. Obey.
Obey. OBEY. What does that mean? That means you're under control. If you don't listen to me, you don't have no say so. That means you're being controlled.
Yeah, you should have nothing to say.
You should have nothing to say. You need to obey me. BossMates.
BossMates.
It's a lot of people out here in bad shape. But again, we're bringing awareness to the community. Yes. You know, we want people to realize what's really going on.
That's true. We do.
You know, a lot of people are not talking about this. You know, we're talking about it. You know, we want to bring awareness to what's going on in homes, in families that's destroying families.
Correct.
You know, BossMates.
BossMates.
You know, again,
we got to do better. No,
it's
seriously.
a lot of damaged, broken families out here.
It is.
You know,
it really is.
You know, again, to begin to heal, you have to address the issue. You know, if there's an elephant in the room, you can't just not look at the elephant. You know, you're looking the other way, but there's an elephant in the room. You get what I'm saying?
It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, the parents out here, they just doing their kids dirty. And
all types of dirty,
and they expect to be, praised on Mother's Day, birthdays, and all of these things. Let's not even talk about the parents that take their time to hold grudges against their kids for their own wrongdoing.
You know what? I'm going through that right now. You didn't think I was gonna say that?
I didn't think you were.
I'm going through that right now. My mother having a grudge with me over something she did to me.
Lord.
And me addressing her, she say I'm disrespectful. I'm a kid.
Lord.
So basically, she's saying I have nothing to say. I shouldn't. She's basically saying you shouldn't stand up for yourself.
So she has a grudge.
So she has a grudge with me
because of that.
And she has a grudge with you too.
Well, I mean, I'm asking the questions here.
I'm just letting you know.
I mean, anybody have a grudge with anybody is with themselves. Because I mean, anybody who knows me, they know I can turn into an HBIC in 0.3 seconds. But I am the most humble, most sweetest person at heart.
Yeah.
For you to get me to that level, you have to do something really messed up. So anybody got a grudge, they got a grudge on themselves. And whoever watching it, go ahead and relay the message. Thank you.
Again, you guys, BossMates, our time is coming to an end.
BossMates.
It was a pleasure for us to be with you guys tonight. Again, tonight we were talking about, should you learn to accept the generational curses? Boo, is there anything you want to say before we leave?
Child, I don't think I should. We on Klasik Radio. Listen.
Shout out to Klasik Radio.
Shout out to Klasik Radio. Thank you guys. I mean... Listen, thank you to everyone tuning in. I'm gonna say that.
Speak your mind. Speak your mind. It took a lot for me to say this about my mother live, but I had to.
Well,
it feels good.
That's true. It took a lot for me to say the little bits I did about my father too. But and
I know everyone is going through something with with either their mother or their father
right now as we speak.
But go ahead.
I mean, this might sound messed up, but Lamed.
BossMates.
BossMates. I said it, Lamed.
Don't forget, y'all, this Monday night. I'm going to say it again. Don't forget, y'all, this Monday night, at 9 p.m., Stan will be here live, BossMates Conversation.
Yes.
We'll be having a serious conversation about, it's going to be a serious conversation. We'll be talking about, tax. We'll be talking about passive income. We'll be talking about Bitcoin. We'll be talking about crypto. Stan the man, he's going to be here talking with you guys. Again, don't forget to lock us in 9 p.m. Monday night, y'all. BossMates.
BossMates, Stan the man.
Yeah, that's what we used to call him back in the day, Stan the man.
Oh, it sounds like he's a love doctor or something. Stan the man.
But again, it was a pleasure for us to be with you guys.
You have any last words?
Same thing you say, Med. I ain't here for nobody.
Hello.
I'm here to build my family, and that's it. You ain't on board? Hey, Lamed. Good night, y'all. BossMates.
BossMates. See y'all on Monday.
Monday night, y'all.
Deuces.